Hey guys, it's Katie, and I'm here today to do a ridiculously tiny book haul. So in March, I hauled 2 books, and for those of you who don't know this about me, I don't haul books very often. Here we go, let's get into them. The first one I hauled was called Silent in the Sanctuary, and it's by Deanna Rayburn. And I picked this up, ironically enough, at the train station. Not in like the big train stations like you think of, like Union Station in Chicago or New York, or like a tiny country train station that just has a room where you can stand and wait in from the cold and stuff. So the one that's by my house has this tiny little bookshelf sitting in the corner, and what people tend to do is they bring their books there and then they just put them on the shelf hoping that someone will pick them up and you can take them and whatnot. So I found this at my train station, and then I actually checked Goodreads and I'm like, wait, I actually already have that book on my TBR. I should just pick it up. But we were going to Hamilton that night and we didn't have really anything we could have carried this in. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna like hide it under another book to hope that by the time I get back nobody takes it. So when we got back later that night, I'm gonna take this. So basically that's the story of how I got this book. And as I said, it's the second in the series. I think her name is Lady Grey or something like that. But it follows, I guess, the events of what happened in the first book. So basically, she was in Italy and then she returns home to Sussex. And there was a murder in the ancient cloisters, I guess. And I think there might have been another one or something, but yeah, it sounds really interesting and intriguing, and I tend to like historical fiction and then murder mysteries. So I'm really excited to get to this after I read the first one, which I think I can get on Amazon for really cheap, especially in the ebook. So I'll probably read that first and then I'll get to this. But yeah, so that's Silent in the Sanctuary by Deanna Rayburn. And then the second book I hauled in March was The Willful Princess and the Piebald Prince by Robin Hobb. Now, for those of you who don't know by now, just spend 5 minutes on my channel and you'll figure out that I am a huge Robin Hobb fan. And I am slowly but surely collecting her Realm of the Elderlings universe in paperback with the UK editions, of course. And this is a novella that takes place pre-series altogether, but really you should read this right before you start Tawny Man, which I will explain in a minute. But this follows a princess by the name of Princess Caution. She's also a Farseer, so this is part of the Farseer line, so part of Fitz's line, basically. And she meets this guy, a piebald prince, who is witted, which is, if you don't know what that is, it's explained in the Farseer trilogy and then also in subsequent series. Basically, it's the ability to have a bond, a telepathic bond with an animal. And basically what this entails is just the history of how kind of how the wit came to be in the Farseer line. And it's actually an important story, especially to the plot in Tawny Man, which is the third trilogy in the Realm of the Elderling series. So you're going to want to read this before you read Tawny Man, because it'll give you an incredibly rich experience with that series. I ended up reading it before I started Fool's Errand, and I was so glad I read this first. But yeah, so I finally hauled this, and even though it is a UK cover, I didn't get it on the Book Depository. I actually got this on Amazon because the Book Depository was out. So yeah, I really like this book, and I'm just adding it to my Robin Hobb collection. So yeah, those are the 2 books that I hauled, like the 2 physical books, because I'm always gathering different ebooks, but I never know if those count as hauls. Plus, I share a lot of my ebooks with my friends, so we just have this sharing system where we trade books that we have that they don't have, and vice versa. But yeah, the next haul I probably do will be after my birthday, which is coming at the end of May. And so yeah, you guys can look forward to that. But other than that, that's all I've got for you today. So as always, feel free to like, subscribe, comment, follow me on social media. I have a Twitter and a Goodreads, both linked below. And I will come back with another video for you guys again soon. Okay, bye.